I didn't have no idea of ever getting mixed up in any sort of business like that until one special night. I'd gone over to another plantation courting. Yeah. And an old woman told me she had a real pretty girl there who wanted to go across the river to the free state of Ohio, and would I take her? Now, I was scared, and I backed out in a hurry. But then I saw this gal, and she was such a pretty little thing. Wasn't long before I was listening to the old woman tell me when to take her and where to leave her on the other side. Now, I don't know how I ever rode that boat across that river. That current was so strong, and I was trembling, and I couldn't see a thing there in the dark. But I felt that girl's eye. And it was a long time rowing there in the cold and worrying, but it was a short time, because as soon as I did get on the other side, that big-eyed girl would be gone. There in Ripley, Ohio, it was a regular station for escaping slaves. It always meant freedom for a slave if he could get to that big lighthouse. Pretty soon, I saw a tall light. When I got up to it, two men reached down and grasped it. I started trembling all over again and praying, and one of the men took my arm. And I just felt down inside of me that the Lord had got ready for me. "You hungry, boy?" is what he asked me. And if he hadn't been holding on to me, I think I would have fell backward into the river. That was my first trip. Took me a long time to get over my scared feeling, but I finally did, and I soon found myself going back across the river with 2 and 3 people, and sometimes a whole boatload. It got so I used to make 3 and 4 trips a month. Now, I never saw my passengers. It would have to be the black nights of the moon when I would carry them. And didn't many of them stay around that part of Ohio, because there was too much danger that you would be walking along free one night, feel a hand over your mouth, and be back across the river and in slavery again in the morning. And nobody in the world ever got a chance to know as much misery as a slave that had escaped and been caught.